Howdy folks, it's Diecastbuffet here again, back for some more NASCAR Thunder 2004. Here we go, we're going to Michigan. We got the alternate paint scheme out and about, the all-pro bumper-to-bumper lightning race car. Here we go. We're coming off a huge win at the Pocono 500. Of course, Jimmy Johnson picked up some late spring magic at Dover. He dominated there, so... The next three races, though, are some of the best races you can imagine. So, of course, you got Michigan. That's going to be fast. That's going to be fun. We got a road course at Infineon Raceway. Pepsi 400 underneath the lights on ESPN, because it'd be in 2007. Just kidding. It's NASCAR on TNT. My mistake. But, yeah, we got Infineon. We got the Pepsi 400. Wow. Updated point standing. So he gained like 25, maybe 30 points on Mr. Ryan Newman, who's your points leader right now. I tell you what, though. I think something I just cannot say enough is I am so freaking proud. The 8.6 average finish for Buffet Racing South. Look at our average finishes in 05 and 06. We won 8 races in 06 with a 12.6. And we won 6 races in 2005 with a 17.1 average finish. So... I gotta say, that low 8th place finish, average finish, is absolutely very something to be proud of. This team's done a great job. Let's go check out what's crack-a-lacking in the shop. So you get some body work done. Let's see. Definitely got to get some speedway body work done. So let's go ahead and get this one repaired. There we go. All right, so we're going to Michigan. This is going to be an interesting race for us. We've won... At Pocono, you could practically use the same car for that. Let's see. Go use this engine. Gonna need a beefy engine here. We'll be a little bit down on power, unfortunately, but we'll make it work. And there we go. Car rating of 79. Could be a little bit better, but let's go to Michigan. Alrighty, folks. So we qualified 28th, I believe, here for the Sirius 400 at Michigan. And without further ado, let's go ahead and sit it down trackside. It's going to be fast, folks. I think we got a really good car. Keep in mind, we started dead last at Pocono, and we won the race. Can we do the same thing here at Michigan? Let's hope. Good old Ryan Newman, though, wins. Sadler's on pole. This is going to be exciting. Let's freaking just go racing, man. I'm ready.
MRN is coming to you live from Michigan International Speedway for today's Sirius 400. What can we expect in this race, Barney?
Well, look for speeds approaching 200 miles an hour and cars running 3 and 4 wide. That's a recipe for some exciting stuff.
The 82 car, who's currently in the top 10 in points, will try to reach that next step, the top 5.
Yeah, he needs to focus on this race. A poor finish can quickly bounce you out of the top 10, but a win can gain you several positions, might even put you in the top 5. We'll see what happens.
Ron Hornaday hasn't run well in his qualifying attempts at the speedways this year.
Man, does this make getting a win tough. He has to be careful not to beat up the car, as aerodynamics have become so important at these speedway tracks. That's not easy to do when you have the whole field starting in front of you.
The Granger Ford is having some trouble in the points this year.
Well, there's always going to be someone who has to fill in the bottom of the points list. Of course, none of these guys want to ever see their name there. Sometimes it's just not your season to shine.
Here we go, folks. It's Elliott Sadler, Jimmy Johnson on the front row. Ryan Newman's up there. Of course, Newman, your points leader, in my opinion, the best overall car for the first half of the season, so to speak. Let's freaking go racing, man. I'm excited. So, can Sadler hold him off? Who knows? Who knows? Let's freaking go. Alternate paint scheme Michigan race number 1 of 2007 is underway here. 20 laps. Of course, you know, there's going to be a lot of just side-by-side diving in the corner. You know, it's like Auto Club, man, on a late race restart here at Michigan. Just going to be very wide racing, which is always fun here, especially when you got a beefy engine. But if you don't got a good engine here, oh, God, Michigan is a it is a crapshoot. Remember the first 2 seasons and how uncompetitive we were? But having a good car, man, I tell you, it makes all the difference, man. Those first 2 seasons were so bad. But yeah, we finally have grown Buffet Racing South into a competitive team here. Coming up to lap 2 here. So what I need from this event here, we need to have a top 5 finish because we need to keep the pressure on Ryan Newman to make a mistake. We're top 3 in points. Only we're second in points, I believe, with like 65 points out. So we're essentially one very good race away. It's to honestly beat the points leader. So we really got to find a way to get around Ryan Newman. And well, you got some wild card races coming up. You got Sonoma. Anything could happen there. And then you got Daytona, right? So anyone can win those events. Let's see how it plays out. Of course, you still have Watkins Glen, and then you have the Fall Talladega race. So essentially, you have 4 wild card races left on the schedule, and anything can happen. Oh, big wiggle on the bottom there, man. That could have been bad. Wow, kind of had to choke the throttle there. So your race leader right now, it's Ryan Newman. So I think right now, near the halfway point, because in my opinion, the Pepsi 400 in early July is always the halfway point of the season. I think that Ryan Newman, if he can keep the consistency up here at Michigan and at Sonoma, he would be the halfway champion, so to speak. He has just been so consistent, and he hasn't been racing that bad. He's got 2 wins. He won at Vegas, he won at Auto Club, and he nearly won at Dover as well. He finished second to Jimmy Johnson there and probably had some great runs in other places as well. So, in my opinion, Ryan Newman's been extremely consistent, but will that last through the last half of the season? That is yet to be seen. Of course, for us, though, we're in an amazing point situation. We've never been this close in points at this point of the season. Usually, we're 200 and something points behind and we're playing catch-up, but for once, we're kind of playing with house money, so to speak, here. So it's definitely a good points situation for us, but we got to keep the pressure on Ryan Newman. Just keep digging, stay humble. Try to get around Jeff Green and Jay McMurray, and I cannot stress it enough how uncompetitive the rest of the Dodges have been. I mean, you think about it, Penske, yes, they've won 3 races, or Penske's won 2 races, but Dodge has won 3 races this season. Ganassi, Evernham have done absolutely nothing for the Dodge program this season. And with Sterling Martin's retirement, Scott Wimmer joining the 40 car, McMurray, Casey Mears, and Scott Wimmer, they're not doing anything. And you go to Evernham, Jeremy Mayfield, Stanton Barrett, they ain't doing anything either. So if you really think about it, underneath Robbie Gordon here, some tight racing. Ooh, car got so loose off the bottom there. But if you really think about it, Dodge has just, they've taken such a step back. And you can even throw in Rusty Wallace's retirement as well, because they put David Green in the 2 car. Ryan Newman, in my opinion, is the Pied Piper for the Dodge Mopar program. If you look at the Chevrolets, it's open season, right? It's open season. I mean, you got Tony Stewart, you got Bobby Labonte, Gordon, Jimmy Johnson, Buffet Racing South. And the Fords, I feel like the Fords are good, but there's no clean-cut favorite besides Mark Martin. So the car is going to get super loose off the corner there. But like I've mentioned in the past episodes, it's kind of a changing of the guard right now in the Winston Cup circuit. You know, you're seeing guys like Johnny Benson, you're seeing guys like Jeff Burton, who by this game's normal roster, based on the 2003 roster, has already got pit stops underway. Those drivers are generally not in the top 10 every race, because at this point in Burton's career, he was very inconsistent. And you think about Johnny Benson, not the most biggest NASCAR team, but we're starting to see those drivers run better and better, and that's because the older veterans have been retiring. So Mark Martin really is probably the next one, unfortunately, retire, which would change the Roush program tremendously. All I could say for them, they better get a very good driver. Pit stops underway here at Michigan. We're halfway, lap 8, so you can go to about lap 16 on a tank of petrol here. We got a pretty good car, but I just don't know if we're going to be able to win this without track position, guys. I think we need to have a little bit of a caution to kind of give us an opportunity. Oh, this is risky. Oh, this is risky. Oh, no, back out, back out, back out. That was very risky right there. I mean, that's like trying to go too wide into turn number 1 with the sun in your eyes at the Indy 500, man. That's just risky. Now, these cats, if they wash up in front of Craven's Pontiac, we're going to be in a bind here. Oh, Burton. Car, please don't fail me. Car, please don't fail me. There we go. There's your pole sitter, too. Elliott Sadler. And I touched on the Ford program, you know. Besides Roush Fenway Racing, or in this case, actually, it would be Roush Fenway Racing because it's 2007. Robert Yates Racing has fell from the mountaintop. Ron Hornaday taking over the 88 car. Elliott Sadler, non-competitive. They have no horse in the race, so to speak. And you look at the Pontiacs as well. Of course, the Pontiacs, you know, Craven, 01 car, the 10 car. That's pretty much it, besides a few rookies. Burton on the bottom here. Right front definitely is getting a little bit worn here. Ooh, this is tricky here. Hold your lane, everybody. Hold your lane, hold your lane, hold your lane. There we go, there we go. Clear, clear, clear. Don't block me, Craven. Thank you, bud. That was super tricky. Just don't slip on the bottom. Don't slip on the bottom. Keep digging. Stay humble. Ooh, car a little bit sliding there. Burton's digging on the bottom here. He's going to have a little bit of a run. We're going to cut that run off. So we're up to 6th here. Do we want to pit now? I think we need to. I think what we kind of learned at the Coke 600, that you need to pit a little earlier sometimes. We just don't have that dominant car. I think I'm going to go ahead and get my service here. Looks like Burton's going to peel off, as well as Elliott Sadler's Ford. Oh, little contact with Burton there. Don't want to get speeding. No damage repair. I'm going to reduce the air pressure a little bit to give it a little bit more of acceleration to help us get a little bit more Stanley steaming down into the corners. We're going to really need draft to win this race, I think. But I just don't know, guys. There's not much time left in the race, and we need track position. So we could just be playing for a top 10 here. You never know, but I tell you what, though, we need to keep the pressure on Ryan Newman. And, of course, if Newman goes out here and wins this race, what can you do? You know, the Mopars, they've been so inconsistent, but I'm telling you, man, that 12 car, in my opinion, is the championship favorite right now. Yes, we have 4 wins. Yes, Stewart won the Daytona 500. Or, excuse me, Jeff Gordon. I just think that 12 car is undoubtedly the most consistent car. Not to mention, Jeff Gordon's had 2 DNFs, Talladega and Dover. And then he had a terrible finish at Charlotte. So you could really call it 2.5 DNFs so far this season. I just think that you know, it's the 2003 Matt Kenseth effect. You know, you could win like 1 race and just be super consistent. I think we're seeing that with Ryan Newman right now. Granted, he has 2 wins. Mark Martin, he stayed out the longest. So what would Ryan Newman do here? We're going to have some clean air. Better really use up them tires here. But we don't want to use them up too bad that we're burning up. We got a Stanley steamer down the back straightaway. That's going to be, unfortunately, it's going to be Greg Biffle, the Granger Ford Taurus for Roush. He's going to be out with 7 to go here at Michigan. Underneath Casey Mears is Dodge, and there's Kyle Petty on the outside. Haven't heard anything about him all season long. Who knows how much longer that 45 car is going to be running. And, you know, no disrespect to Mr. KP, but I really think it's high time that the Richard Petty Enterprises program gets some new drivers in. Christian Fittipaldi hasn't done anything. Kyle Petty hasn't done anything. I think it's a high time that they get a new driver in there. Down the back straightaway, around Kurt Busch. There's Craven's Pontiac. I mean, did we lose time here? I'm not too sure, guys. Oh, Nelly. Come on, come on. Got to get that toe off the 32 car here. Come on, there we go. There we go. Looks like everyone's already pitted here. Gonna have to get dicey. Huge risk here. Huge risk. 208 into the corner. Man, oh man, that was... Oh boy, car got loose there. Yep. Dude, that's what's so difficult is that when they run the outside, they run that middle groove, and it gives you little to no room to move, right? Which they're doing their job, right? But when you run that bottom, if your car slides at any point, you don't have any room to catch it, so you have to just reduce your speed. if I have no one on the outside, I can keep pushing the car and walk it up the hill. So it really puts you in a box. But our straight line speed is really impressive, I think. Very, very good. Just try to keep digging, man. Stay humble. Keep going, man. Let's try to get this top 10 here. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to win this race. But I think we can get a top 10 if we can find a way to get to that next group of cars and ahead of Ward Burton here. Your race leader, it's Kevin Harvick. Newman's out front. I'm interested to see, though, how many laps has Newman led today? 5. So if Kevin Harvick stays out front and wins this race, which I hope he does, that would give those extra 5 bonus points to Kevin Harvick instead of Ryan Newman. Because if, of course, Newman leads the most laps, that would give him 10 bonus points instead of just 5, which, when you're in a tight Winston Cup points battle, every point matters. And the problem is that guy is out front. We're in 14th, so we need to really get some track position here. So I'm really pushing the car, hoping we can try to find some extra spots here late in the going, you know. It really boils down to qualifying. It really does, because it's so hard to make up track position. You know, if it was a 100-lap race here at Michigan, I don't think we would have any problem making track position. I don't think we have any problem, because we'd have so much time. Each fuel run, we can make up time, and there'd be enough cautions. But it's 20 laps. You get one pit stop, one opportunity to make adjustments. There's really no mulligan, right? If you get a caution, it's kind of a mulligan for the field, because everyone can catch their breath. Everyone gets kind of, you know, everyone is equal on track position. You know, there's no 5-second lead with 3 to go. Without those cautions and without the extended amount of laps, it really makes things very difficult. And I think that's just a product of it, you know. It's just, you have to kind of embrace it, and it's fun, you know. It's not, I don't look at it as like an excuse. I use it like, okay, this is what it is, got to go for it. So it looks like we're gaining on Johnny Benson here. I'm pushing the car right now. 210 miles an hour into the corner. There's Michael Waltrip in the 15 car. Car's very loose on the bottom, trying to get this thing to hold to the bottom here. Oh, boy. Oh, Waltrip, don't do it, bud. Look, there's no yellow line here rule, so try to get around him here. I don't know if we can catch those 2 cats in time, though. I'm going to say we're not going to be able to, but it's okay. I mean, this car is just super fast. 12th place is much better than 15th or so. And, you know, we're going to Infineon next. Anything can happen there. You just never know, guys. You just never know. And, of course, your pole sitter didn't have a good run here today. Elliott Sadler in the 38 Ford. I think it's going to be Kevin Harvick's to take, though. He won the All-Star race. Unfortunately, not the finish we were looking for. But it is what it is. Rallied to gain a few extra spots at the end. Hopefully Kevin Harvick's going to be in victory lane and not Ryan Newman. And coming down the front stretch, we'll keep the car clean, but we'll finish. I honestly think a little bit of a disappointment with 12th place, but Kevin Harvick's going to win the Sirius 400. I will take the 12th place finish. It could have been a lot worse. Wow. So, honestly, a pretty clean race there. It's not going to help us in the points, though. As, of course, 170 points to Ryan Newman and 127 to us. So, pretty much chalk it up as at least a 33, 37 point swing. No, 38, really. So, Kevin Harvick gets a max points day. That's great for him. Good job to Richard Childress Racing, bringing in another bow tie win. Let's look through the running order here. Anything that stands out. Ron Hornaday, wow, 20th place. Attaboy to the 20th place cat. I think that's his best finish for Hornaday. Dang, man. Scott Wimmer's still struggling. Interesting enough. You know, I seen something really interesting last night. So Kenny Wallace is driving the 23 car here, right? I was looking at the Rookie of the Year points after I was done recording last night, and it said, I think his name was Ronnie Reynolds, was driving the 23 car. And what's so interesting about that is that, why does it say Ronnie Reynolds was driving the 23 car for the Rookie of the Year, and yet Kenny Wallace is? I don't know if it's a glitch in the game, or do they actually have some of these cars to run multiple drivers. I have no clue. I'll have to investigate that. Terrible finish from Mike Bliss. And your bottom of the barrel today, man. Jamie McMurray and Greg Biffle. Tough luck to those cats. Anyways, folks, thank you all so much for watching the video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Upload these every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hope you're having a great day out there. Hit that notification bell. Diecast Buffet. Stay humble. Signing off.